Hello everyone. How are we doing today? Happy Tuesday. I hope the weekend was good. I just realized I didn't bring my drink. It's fine. I'll go get it at like 10:30 when I have to take my supplement, since I already started stream late. But how's everyone doing? See this? Congrats on first. How's it going? It's going pretty good. I made some yummy dinner. 15-minute wait. Yeah, that's usually what I do. It's between 10 to 15 minutes, so it gives some leeway for people to join in if they want to come in. But I made some chili and it was real tasty, and I made some for lunch tomorrow as well. Your sound's a little low. Where's microphone? Microphone here. Is this better? I guess I gotta keep talking for you to check, but do let me know, and I appreciate the feedback. I think so. Okay, but in any case, we'll start up game, so there's no more delays, and see what ghost hunting has for us today, because we have different traits than last time. I'm very curious to see which direction we're going to. I've already uploaded on YouTube episode 1 and episode 2. I still have to upload the episode 3, the first part, and this is the episode 3 second half. So if you haven't checked on YouTube the previous videos, I urge you to, because, well, I think it's a good playthrough. Well, let's continue. You come into... Okay, I already started reading bad. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can tell what time it is and your friends are nowhere in sight. At least physically. This is Oscar's living room. Spiritually and mentally, you've been ripped away to some other place. Do you want to hear a thing I did yesterday that was really fortunate for me? Of course. If you'd like to share with the class, I'd love to hear it. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, its breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Oh, there she is. How did we end up back here? Where is everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in the basement or something? I'm gonna say, okay, what the hell is going on? Maybe it's another gas pocket or mold or something shaken loose by the collapse yesterday. I don't know. This isn't exactly a normal occurrence for me. No, let's get the hell out of here before the bad air gives us brain damage. Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. What? Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must be misremembering things. Let's go. No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door there. Clearly, whatever was in that basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of that door. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door. Oh yeah, I missed this. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet and the scent of flowers drift on the breeze. Okay, I was watching another dude play some CS2 and I asked if I could join, so while I was downloading, I checked my inventory and looked at a skin I had previously bought for €3. I'd gone up to 54 now. Wow, I just need to find some new games to get. Oh, I'm sure you'll find something good. I don't know if you have some games on your wish list or something that you're looking for, but that's a good... Wow. Inflation. But hell yeah. Wait. Behind the... Oh, behind the thorns. That. Yeah. Let's see, did we die? Don't be so dramatic. I think I'd know if I were dead. There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We'll just have to look. Wait, do you hear music? Oh my god. Scared the shit out of me. Movement stirs, a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Bark, bark, wolf, bark. Huh? Oh, mystical. Can barely hear the music. Okay, hold on. How's that? Is that better? I'm gonna be hella mystical. Eddie, it's Charlie. What? Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now, not a child anymore. Oh, Tabitha's face is like, what the fuck? Edwardine? Eddie, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I'm gonna be hella mystical. Yeah, I'm gonna say, it has been a long time, hasn't it? I wasn't sure I was ever gonna come back, but I'm glad I did. It's good to see you. What are you? I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Come with me, Eddie. Haven't you always wanted to see the coast? Now's your chance. We can just leave. Yeah, you two rehearse this. Arf, arf. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. I love that Charlie doesn't know that dogs can actually speak. Yeah, he doesn't have that trait. He didn't unlock it. Shut up, shut up. Screw your family, screw my family. Why are we letting choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? Tabitha stares at you, speechless. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. You're right. What I came back for isn't worth it. But you are. I won't leave the holler without you. If you change your mind, I'll be around. Uh-oh. She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on, we must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of there. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. We have to go after Stella. Absolutely not. We are not being drawn deeper into this weird garden, greenhouse, whatever it is. She yanks your arm, pulling you back the way you came. Where did the addicts go? Just open the door. You step forward and open the door. Oh, Jesus. Isn't this lovely? Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Yeah, there he is. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... what? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the caller ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Your cousin is cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. Oh my god. Okay. Junior, pack your things quickly. Hurry. Jesus, Rosalind just scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. We didn't have these many characters before. Maybe we should run him out of the rail too, make an example of the whole family. Let me be mystical. Mama, what's going on? Am I going to have to deal with you doing this all night? Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Oh. Mama, what's the man talking about? Why hasn't Daddy come home yet? Where are you supposed to be this time? Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Wait, is that Zane? I thought it was the other girl. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Daddy said when he's not here, I'm the man of the house, so you don't get to push us around, mister. I'll call the police. Oh, you're like some kind of toddler now, aren't you? Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too instead of lazing around in this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oof, okay. get out unless you want to go you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. Hi, hope everyone's doing good. Hey, I hope you're doing good too. Thanks so much for stopping by. What's up? You're lucky I am even letting you leave. But I don't want to go. I haven't packed all my puppets. I haven't said goodbye to Eddie. I don't want to leave. Can't you clue me at all? Please just break character for a second and tell me what the hell all this is. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. Now you're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of the boy. No more big inheritance for you. No, there they go. The mother and the mom are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens to a beckoning white void. We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. Who did you call on the phone earlier? Friend of the family. Not that it matters though. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. Are we supposed to be Charlie? Is Charlie the ghost? Your guess is as good as mine. Say, okay, let's put our heads together. What do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we're not possessed, at least as far as I can tell, and whatever we saw in this room at least happened right after the Shaw mine collapsed in 1918. I think the only option on the table right now for us is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point, or maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. There's so many ditchlings here. Ditchlings? You mean those gross little creatures looking around? Yeah, there really are a lot of them. Alright, there's only one way to get to the end of this, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. You and Tabitha walk up to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. You're outside and it's night, a false moon looming massive in the painted sky. The night feels thick and warm, the insects lively, their calls unnaturally teeny. There's two ends. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Ugh, what magic words do I have to say to get you to let us go? I'm sorry, okay? Whatever my family did to piss you off so much, I'm sorry. Oh God. You poor dear, I've been keeping track of you scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edward Dean, haven't you? The word's spooky. Okay, hold on. Back off, lady. I don't know you, and if you know what's good for you, you don't know me either. I don't suppose you actually know who we're supposed to be talking to here, do you? Because I'm at a loss. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts, just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? Don't talk about my family, and I don't need life advice from some old broad. Did you look at your name? Oh, when speaking, the presence, yes. Whatever that means. Old broad, young'uns, whoever we're talking to has been dead for a oh, it's Tabitha. Old broad, young'uns, whoever we're talking to has been dead for a really, really long time. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on living with you, but it's not for a lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? We would never be like them. We love each other. My mother just loved his money. As soon as it was gone, so was she. And then all he loved was booze. Me and Eddie aren't like that. Tap the stairs ahead in riveted silence. The powers at work here are stronger than ever your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune, not for you, not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. The witch mime's handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. I don't understand. Is this a map and some kind of poem? That's where you'll find them. You'll need her there, and be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find the way out, unless you have any ideas. I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end. Or until we die, whichever. Before the two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh with a tinge of saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. There he is. Oh, there you are. After the moon. I would have found you sooner, but the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Oh, Jesus. It doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Oh, wow. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Yeah, let's talk. Oh, hey, it's Tabitha's ex. I'm gonna say that. Shut up, Chornum. Don't you dare say that. The breakup wasn't pretty, Chornum. Best not to tease at ragged edges. Tabitha grabs your arm, her grip tight and nervous. We're getting out of here. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Chornum. I don't think that girl is any good for you. Stella, was that her name? Seems she's skilled at finding trouble. Maybe I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out of here alive. Tabitha bolts for the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Stella. Tell me now, did you kill Sam Wayne? Absolutely not, I'm telling you the truth. Please stop asking, and if you see that thing again, just ignore it, or better yet, run away. No, come on, if it got in here, there must be a way out. Oh, great. The two of you step out from the brush and into a long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. Now that's in. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid it doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. Jesus Christ. As the caretaker is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. The father lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boys. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mom away. And sorry those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. You're getting what you deserve. Alright, you're definitely channeling Charles Shaw Jr., which must be who this ghost is. It's the only thing that makes sense. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit? Not for that, for what you did to our family. We could have started over someplace new, but instead you became the son of a bitch that Scarlet made you out to be. This Charles Jr. makes a good point. You're right. I've been using that excuse for far too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I will be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I haven't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. I'll see what I can do. Get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Damn it, boy, I may not have till the morning. Promise me, promise you'll go back and the very least show what that Enoch bastard what for. I promise, I'll go back. Uh-oh. You watch as the father's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. This ghost is so full of it. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow. Well, let's go. What the hell? Tabitha, wait for me. Oh, let me just blow my nose real quick. Okay. You and your cousin find yourselves crouched under a large table. The lover stares through as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. I think I'm going to be sick. Yep.
They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them.
Of course, it's a present. When you look at it, you can remember all the fun we've had. So now you're Stella. So now you and Stella are both doing baby voices. Don't expect me to leave to let you live this down if we get out of here. Okay, I need to do more baby.
I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it, though I wish I could make it move like you can.
Oh my god, she looks crazy.
And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money if we put on a show for people.
That's the plan. I want to be a traveling performer. Why don't you come with me? We can go from town to town putting on shows for other kids. Guess it didn't work out for him.
A traveling show, and you'd want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world.
Of course, we can go anywhere we want.
Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean.
There. Are you done now, Charlie? Can we leave? Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you, or Tabitha can get in another word. Oh, isn't this great? Oh, he's clapping. Wait, let me get a print screen. Very important. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. Okay. The trapdoor. Are we back in Rosalina's room? We must be. Which one of us is going to open it? I'm scared. Well, I'm not. Oh, okay. It clicks open all on its own. Oh god, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumble through the hatch. There it is. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy to get... Uh-oh. Eddie? Why? Oh God. Oh God. I'm actually going to be sick this time. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing here. This place is completely empty. Okay. So Edwardine was a murderer. I'm sure she had a good reason. This isn't very fair, you know. We only saw one side of the story. True, maybe this has more to do with Enoch than Edwardine. He was mentioned in passing quite a few times. Yeah, maybe. Oh God. Oh, what now? Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Yeah, their names are back to normal. They must not be in character anymore. Maybe it's getting weaker. You must answer for the crimes you've committed by your scarlet blood. Or maybe it's getting stronger. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die.
I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long.
All I ask is for some of your years.
To pay for the years that were taken from me.
What are you saying?
My life was stolen from me.
I want some of yours.
It's only fair.
No. Absolutely not. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you.
The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children.
One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit. Say, you can't actually make either of us do anything, can you?
I can keep you here, and I can do whatever I want with them.
You can refuse.
But if you do,
then I will stay.
I will stay until I get what I'm owed.
I don't understand. You will live a shorter life. And I will finally be satisfied.
I will have justice, and I will finally die. I will leave this house at last.
How much shorter would my life be? You aren't seriously entertaining this thing, are you?
This isn't for you to know. Just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you'd like, you will die.
Oh, hi, Sybil.
I hope I didn't come too late. Mom? All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure.
This didn't happen before, I think.
This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others, they're safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it was definitely not easy getting down here.
Get us out of this pit, Sybil.
Tabitha, I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it.
Why is that my problem?
It wants something, doesn't it? And I think you know which of you should volunteer.
You must be joking.
You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who's actually lived in this town. It's only right.
Absolutely not. We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. I'm with Tabitha. Neither of us owe this ghost a damn thing. We're leaving. Yeah, you heard Shortum, Sybil. Neither of us are compromising with this thing. Now, can you just get us out of here? Sybil sighs.
Tabitha, are you sure you want to leave this business unfinished?
Absolutely. This is not our problem.
If you think it's the best course of action, yes, I can get you out. It's only a question of seeing through the illusion. We're in a basement. Even if all our senses are telling you otherwise, try closing your eyes and remembering where you are. You do as she says, closing your eyes. Suddenly, the sounds and tactile sensation of the spirit realm feel much more distant, as though you have partially awoken from a terrible dream. Good. Now, feel for the stairs. You fumble in the darkness, grasping the air in front of you. Your paw meets wood with a solid thunk. It's the staircase. You can feel it under your hands. I found it. You begin your ascent. Good work, you two. You're doing great. What the fuck is happening? You place a confident foot on the wooden floor of what you assume must be Rosalina's room. You open your eyes, seeing what it feels like a superposition of the real and fake. Don't let it trick you again. Its powers are already struggling to maintain their grip on you. You continue. You feel for the doorframe under your palm, and then the sturdy walls of the hallway beyond. We're almost out. I knew it. I knew this ghost wasn't a big deal. It's only faltering now because it's exhausted. Don't underestimate the spirit, Tabitha. You stumble into the corridor between the annex and the library. The real world swims closer and closer to being back in focus. Oh, Jesus. The doors. Come on, Tron, we're almost there. You and Tabitha fall toward the entrance, your legs still unsure of the ground beneath you, and the doors fly open. Okay, I got 3 achievements at once. Let me look into them really quick. It says, I rejected the sins of the father that I said I didn't want to live a shorter life. Can you blame me? It says, resolve the haunting without using a special trait. I mean, I did use mystical a lot. It says, reject the burden of your family's sins. With the mystical trait, take every channel dialogue in the haunted house. Yeah, resolve the haunting without using a special trait. I don't get that. I sure did. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blows small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. I'm gonna piss out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See ya, Rosalina. See ya, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. Finally, we're out of the funhouse. But the spirit remains. It would have been much better to banish the thing. It spread from the annex to the entire building. Anyone who steps foot in there might be subjected to its torment. Not my problem. Not Jordan's problem. I don't want anyone else in town to experience that. That was awful. We'll board the place up and say there was a gas leak there. Fix it. Rosalina's pain meds are in there. I hope Dr. Kelly's still awake. We'll need replacements right away, especially after everything that just happened. And we'll have to figure out where we're going to stay. God, this was such a disaster. Alexis. Shit. What was her voice? You and Rosalina could always stay with us, Mr. Gutierrez. That's a very kind offer, Alexis, but I'm afraid the stairs would be too much for Rosalina. And I wouldn't want to impose on your parents like that. It's a lot to ask. I can figure this out. A do-over. There's a lot. Jesus, that's a lot of options. I wasn't about to give part of my life when Tabitha was right there. If anyone has benefited from what our family has done, okay, I'm not gonna say that. I wasn't about to give up part of my life to make amends for something I didn't do. Neither was I. The things that ghost was upset about happened way before we were born. Why should either of us have to pay that price? Excuse me, Tabitha, you've been reaping the rewards of your family's actions your entire life.
Reaping the rewards? What are you talking about? The only reward I've reaped is working myself half to death keeping this town afloat. Do you think it's easy to run a coal mine? Do you think it's easy to have grown up with a Perlane as your mother? Was I supposed to make things even harder on myself by making yet another sacrifice? Yes. Easy for you to say. You weren't given a choice tonight. It's okay, Kanika. Just a house and we don't even own it. And if we did, that ghost was asking for quite the down payment. It's more than just a house, it's also the library and the town hall. And even bearing that, it's a dangerous space that we're just leaving there because Tabitha didn't have the guts to put other people before herself. Children. There is no use quibbling over the details right now. At least for the time being, the spirit has only grown in strength. If either Tornum or Tabitha went back in there, I can only imagine its demand of them would be that much steeper. There's no walking this back. Great, then we all in principle agree. It's done, let's move on. Yeah, I'm gonna say, get off my cousin's back, Anika. She doesn't owe anyone anything. To the contrary, I'd say the Scarlets owe a lot of people right now. This town was built on the labor of other people, and it was apparently built on murder too. I never murdered anyone. No, but you inherited the mines and most of the land in town. Let's all take a deep breath. I think everybody's a little high-strung tonight. That was quite the ordeal you all went through. Thanks for having my back, Turnham. That was surprising. Don't let your pride get in the way of a roof, Oscar. Oscar sighs. You're right. Oh, okay, fine. Your cousin grumbles. I don't usually do this kind of thing. The properties we own are for the miners, but there is a house that's vacant right now that might be suitable. You know the old Maxwell place? Wait, you can't be serious. That place is falling apart. Look, I'll tell you what, I won't even make you pay for rent the first month. Consider a repayment for not literally giving up my soul to get rid of a ghost that wasn't causing any problems until the two of you lived there. That's funny. I thought it was your family that pissed off the ghost. Your cousin furiously pulls out the keyring before picking one off and handing it to Oscar. Thank you. This really means a lot to me and Rosalina. Now, if you all don't mind, I'm going home. I think I've had enough social interaction for a lifetime tonight. Finish up whatever you have to do here. I'll wait by the car. Tabitha doesn't wait for you to respond, pushing past you and heading towards the car. To think that ghosts are actually real, I mean, I know we don't have any hard evidence on us, but we all vividly experience the same thing. Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Where is Stella? I kind of thought she'd be excitedly rattling over the theories by now. She's too shaken up. Oh, she's just standing there by herself. This isn't like her. Is she okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's just standing off by herself. Which, like, fair, that'd be a normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Hold on, I need to blow my nose again. Sorry, during the weekend I've had like severe allergies, so I'm kind of just getting back to it, so 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna go talk to Stella. I'm going to check in on with her. You walk over to Stella. Oh, Gretchen, right. I've never seen anything like what we saw tonight. Absolutely dreadful. And I don't think my dear Stella is having an easy time with it. Oh, hey, Tronum. So there was another one of those carvings in there. I'm so sorry, Tronum. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. I guess she hit her limit. Oh, heck. Thank you so much for the hydrate. I have to get my drink in a little bit, but keep it in there. And in 5 minutes or so, I'm gonna go get my drink. Are we getting episode 4 today? How long is episode 4? Like, we're for sure finishing this one. Maybe we start it. I guess she hit her limit. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella never's been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful, and each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. I mean, you can at the very least get to Reese's before you stop. Okay, let's see where it takes us. God, what a disaster this whole night has been. I had no idea it would turn out like this. I'm so sorry, everyone. Stop apologizing, Dad. We're the ones who don't have a house anymore. We don't even have the library now. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until Sybil showed up and snapped us out of it. Damn. What do we do about the library? We can always board it up until the ghost goes away, right? The mines were boarded up and that just made us want to go down there even more. We can't just let them. It's mega haunted. Even if folks believe us, that'll just make them want to investigate for themselves. Let's take a page out of Tabitha's book. We'll say there's a gas leak. That should do the trick, at least for a while. Sybil, is there a chance this goes away on its own? I am not really an authority on these things, but it doesn't seem interested in fading away. Okay, that's settled then. We board it up, we say there was a gas leak. And just hope no one gets curious, I guess. It's the best we can do for now. There was another carving in there. Leave it at that. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. Have you been finding carvings around town? I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I'm really sorry, Oscar. I'm really sorry, Rosalina. It's okay. Worse things have happened to people and the price was just too high. We'll find a way to pick things up. I know you did everything you could for us, Tronum. It's probably was smart not to trust that ghost anyways. You won't have to do it alone, Oscar. You can help yourself to wherever you need from the store. This is a good town full of good people, Tronum. We don't let this ruin Oscar. Guess I should probably head back to Tabitha. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out and I don't know how long it'll take to get things ready in the new place. I'll be over later tonight with some bedding and hot tea. I'll have Miles bring you groceries in the morning. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, okay? Thank you. That really means a lot. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. Kanika warily treks back to the general store. Before I go... Sybil places a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. I'm sure you have questions after everything you saw tonight, but let's not get into it here. I think everyone could use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you swing by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Tronum. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. Time to wrap things up here. Let's go back. The ride back is nearly silent as you and Tabitha reflect on the night's events and your decision to leave the haunting intact. I'm glad we're both still in one piece. Me too. Like Sybil said, it's done and there's nothing we can do about it other than move on. So I guess ghosts are real. Yeah, I guess so. How do you feel about that? The same as I felt before we went into that house. You'd be surprised how quickly people adjust to terrible realities. I'd much rather move on from what happened tonight than make a big deal out of it, and I'm sure most of your little friends feel the same way. Oh. You slide back in silence as the car makes its way back to the estate. You're back inside. After the events of this evening, the howling winds and unsteady creaks of the estate almost feel like a warm welcome. Well, we're back. I want to talk about Wayne. Really talk. Here we go. Why is he following me? He's a creep stalking his ex's cousin. All the more reason to not talk to him. He's a different man now. Stay away from him. Do you think he's actually going to hurt Stella? No, he's a creep, but I don't think he has it in him to hurt her. And I don't think, if you've noticed, but Stella is irritatingly resourceful. She'll be fine. Why is he all gross? He's sick or something. Probably part of why he's such a creepy weirdo now. I don't know if it's contagious, but I wouldn't rule it out, so don't go near him. You really don't want me talking to him. What does he know that you're afraid that I'll find out? I just know him. Please trust me when I say it's bad news. Okay? Do you think Stella is okay, like, emotionally? She wandered off back there. I'm worried about her. She's a pest, and like all pests, she has an uncanny way of bouncing back from things. She'll be fine. What's gonna happen to the library? It'll stay boarded up until a real ghost hunter comes in or something. Or maybe Charlie will just get fed up and disappear. I don't know how ghosts work. And it's not our problem now anyway. The important thing is we both get out of there. And even though everybody got banged up, nobody died. I don't even charge Oscar and Rosalina much rent for the old Maxwell place out of the kindness of my heart. I'm sure they'll find something soon. How did you know to call Sybil? Who else should I have called? The cops? I believe you've seen their competence on full display. Besides, I'm sure you've heard that old woman talk. If anyone in this town would have known how to deal with a ghost, it'd be her, right? I don't know about you, but I feel pretty traumatized right now. That's great. Now you're really a Scarlet. Now she's smiling. Let this be a lesson to you, Tronum. Alright, I think it's time for me to turn in. That's a good idea. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it to the funeral. 4 more days, that's all, and then the bus comes. You know, I don't have to leave the holler. I could get used to this place. You've got plenty of time to think that over. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Time to go to bed. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly, you're just there, buried away under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over a half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. now commands the entirety of City Hall, a swirling void of wrath and despair that the people of this town will have to learn to ignore. Disaster looms in its tallest yet over Scarlet Hollow. Whoa. fingerprint screen. Episode 4 is await. If you'd like to save for continuing, please do so now. Yes. Oh, and episode 3 without having showered. I got that one. Okay, so let me save. And we will continue then. I will just grab my drink and I'll be right back. Let me put the... Okay. Whoa, like, give me like 5 minutes. Maybe less. Okay, I'm back. I made some tea really quick. So thanks so much for waiting, and let's continue. Let's continue. No recap. Let's just go. Well, let me see again. What are the achievements I received? It said end episode 3 without having showered. Finish episode 3 with talk to animals and mystical. Okay, that was it. Now, surely there are some fun achievements for episode 4, which I don't know about. Let me see if I can figure them out. Dustin and Dusty Mom time? Oh, you know it. Okay, let's just go. You open your eyes, it's a new day. Last night seems so far away, you can almost pretend the horrors you witnessed in the annex were nothing but a nightmare, chased away by the harsh morning light. But you know that the furious spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. yet lingers, locked behind the doors of the town hall, still tied to the earth by its hatred of you and Tabitha. An involuntary shudder runs down your spine, but your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Kanika, hey, have you heard back from Stella? I haven't been able to get a hold of her, though thought she might have at least checked in with you. You check your messages, there is nothing from Stella. I'm gonna text Stella. Kanika and I are pretty worried about you. Please respond. You wait for a few silent minutes. Your message sits undelivered. Call Stella. You dial Stella. Hey, what's up? It's a voicemail, isn't it? Haha, just kidding. I'm not able to come up to the phone right now. This is actually a recording of my voice. It isn't actually me. Technology, huh? Wait, who are you going to romance now again? I wanted to romance Dr. Kelly, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, so I'm kind of in the vibes right now. Anyways, leave a message or don't. I never check this thing. The mailbox is full and can accept messages at this time. Does Stella disappear like this sometimes? Could always go for her son. I guess I could go for her son. Kinda, but with everything going on, I don't feel comfortable letting her run off on her own. Look, I know we haven't exactly gotten along, but I think we should meet up in town and look for her together. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. I can probably shower by now, but let's visit Dustin. You open the drawers, they both have bread now. Human is back. Human smell good today. Stinky. Maybe change mind about eating us. Could be the end of Dustin and Dusty Mom. I would never eat you, I love you. Dusty Mom knows better than to trust when push comes to shove, survival more important than friendship. Dusty spent too much time outside, but different inside. There ain't enough bread for everyone here, no need to eat friends. Dustin still have childhood innocence. Hope Dustin get to keep that innocence forever. I guess your glass house still has that squatter. Tried to claim glass house last night, but asshole squatter too big and strong. Dusty Mom stand no chance. Might have to live in Dustin's house forever. Human big and strong too. Probably more big and strong than that asshole squatter. You fight? Give Dusty Mom glass house back? Sure. Anything for you, Dustin? Squatter have sharp thing on head. Human be careful, but Dusty Mom would be eternally grateful to human. Dustin too. I should get going. Gay. That's that. Check the closet. That shit moved. You make your way to the closet. There's no denying it, the doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long-dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was here. Something to mull over for the rest of the day. Let's go take a shower now. You might as well take a shower before starting the rest of your day. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. You probably should have showered earlier this week, but at least now you'll finally be clean. As steam fills your lungs and the grime of your past 3 days washes down the drain, you... Damn, there's a lot of things I can think about. I'm gonna think about the door in the clinic. You're still drawn to it even now. You'll be going back there today. You're sure of it. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Let's go head downstairs. It's time to face your cousin. Wait, I need to see something. Guides, achievements, 100%. I need to check something. Oh my god. Oh, there's only episode 1 and 2. Episode 4 achievement guide. Oh my god. Okay, I went to go check how to get the stick bugged achievement. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to know, mute the stream for a minute. It says, get stick bug, have keen eye, and talk with animals while in Kanika's room. Good relationship required, and notice her bug in the terrarium. That's how you get stick bugged in episode 4. And I don't have keen eye. I have talked to animals, so I won't be able to. Oh my god, I dropped some tea. It's fine. I dropped it on the desk mat. So everything is fine. But there's some good achievements here. Okay, let's continue. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They're striking, this week of all weeks, as if I didn't have enough on my plate already. Does it even matter how the strike plays out? Any resolution would merely treat the symptoms of the disease rotting the heart of Scarlet Hollow. For things to stand any chance of getting better, there's something deeper you still have to fully uncover. Talk about what happened last night. Do you regret leaving Charlie down there? Not at all. I don't care if Grandma Eddie killed him. The past is the past and neither of us had anything to do with it. We can always build a new town hall. We can never get back lost years. Have you heard anything from Stella? I can't get a hold of her. No, but that's not exactly newsworthy. I'm sure she's just processing what happened last night. We weren't the only ones who were traumatized. Talk about the strike. Sure, let's do the first one, because it's mystical. The strike is just a symptom of the rot in this place, Tabitha. If you don't treat the underlying disease, it won't matter who wins. Don't worry yourself about this little rabble. They won't last long, trust me. You even know what the strikers want? I haven't seen a list of demand, I'm sure just the usual. I promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. You probably should have seen this coming. Who's to say I didn't? I wasn't ever really a question of if, more a question of when. Forgive me if I didn't expect them to walk out a few days before my mother's funeral. Couldn't even wait until Pearl Lane was in the ground. So that's why the ditchlings are here. They were predicting the strike. Those doughy things we saw in the library yesterday. Look, I get it. There's weird stuff happening right now, but let's not muddy things. Something as mundane as a strike with supernatural. They're two different, entirely different things. I'm not gonna say that, I think. Let's remain silent. I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe, no more hijinks. Let me know if you get in trouble, okay? Okay. Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Let's talk to Frou Frou. You walk over to the cat. Ah, c'est toi. Qu'est-ce que c'est que tu veux maintenant? I've missed you last night, Frou Frou. That makes one of us. Will you ever let me pet you? And coat my fur in your disgusting human oils? No. Do you know anything about the stone carvings scattered around town? I am not here for your... Comment dit-on? Chien détective? Je suis un chat. I am here to watch you flail about in the darkness. I'm not here to provide answers to whatever mysteries confound your feeble American mind. I'm not going to say this. Maybe Frou Frou doesn't know. Not respectfully. She scoffs, her tail twitching with annoyance, but you can sense she's less annoyed than she usually is. Maybe she's getting used to you. Bye, Frou Frou. Good talk. She scoffs as you turn away. Investigate the garden. Whatever kicked out Dustin's mom in the garden right now, you better look into it before you head into town. The air is chilly today, the overcast sky hanging oppressively over the weed-choked flower beds. Let's investigate the greenhouse. You start carefully picking your way through the underbrush. It doesn't take much effort to find a path. Cutting off prickly raspberry bushes and tangled vines litter the ground around the greenhouse. The glass house, one could say. You step toward the door. Oh, it's a goat! It's still shut by a lock, and you catch a brief glimpse of a horned shadow through the ancient clouded glass. Try to talk whatever is behind the door. Meet Dustin's true enemy. What are you doing in the greenhouse? Human put me here, can't complain. Pretty sweet digs, honestly. Stay nice and warm, and there's plenty of eats too. What's your name, little guy? Goat. Nice. Where'd you come from? Farm. Used to live with other guys like me. Kinda miss him, but not that much. Don't got to share anymore. Did that human have a brown coat and big boots? Coat like what? Fur? No, not brown fur, yellow fur, just on the top. Like you all humans. Don't know what boots are. Can help you there. Hey, whoever you are, there's a possum that would like for you to leave. She was here first. This is her house. Don't want to leave. I live here now. She can deal. Examine the lock. You examine the lock. It looks sturdy. You'll need some tools if you're going to get this open. Maybe Stella or Kanika could lend a hand later. Well, guess I'll leave you to it then. Aw. Look, it's a little goat. See ya, or not. It's a wild world out there. Dustin is still so cute. He is. Let me sip more of my tea. You investigate the garden. With Stella missing, it's best not to keep Kanika waiting for much longer. What did the gold tell you? Did it tell you lies? Maybe. Apparently, from what I understood, Tabitha put the goat there, and the goat said that Dustin's mom can deal. That it's also with their house. So, I don't know. Sure, let's fill up with a quick PB&J. If Stella's MIA, who knows when you'll get the chance to eat. You make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. Dustin's mom can what? Deal with it. And that's that. Let's go head to town. You head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. Oh, I see you bitches. The sun shines through the thin layer of clouds, illuminating the path in a watery gray light. You can't help but feel countless eyes watching you from the tree line, a feeling that reminds you of your time in the woods on Monday. Ditchlings shouldn't be out here in the middle of the day, though. They're getting bolder. As you continue to trek to town, you pause to stare at the mountain range beyond the holler, contemplating a world that's blissfully unaware of the danger threatening the citizens of this tiny town. The world outside feels less real with each passing day, as the strange reality of what's happening in Scarlet Hollow gently uproots what you'd always taken to be the truths of your world. Your everyday worries seem distant, overshadowed by a fear and dread that it hasn't stopped building up since the moment you stepped off the bus. How is Dustin's mom doing now anyway? She's doing good. She likes living in the drawer with Dustin, but she'd like to go back to the greenhouse and ask if I can deal with the creature that's in the greenhouse, and we weren't able to do that yet, and I'm sad because I want to help Dustin's mom. But Goat seems like a chill dude too, so I guess we'll have to see. It isn't long until your journey from the estate is over, and you once again find yourself on the main streets of Scarlet Hollow. Hey, you made it. I still haven't heard back from Stella. I've already seen a bunch of those ditchling things scurrying around in broad daylight. I know my mom said they're harmless, but we should start looking for her. I'm supposed to see your mom at some point today. Maybe she'll finally shed some light on things. I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today that she couldn't have told you all of us last night. Maybe she's going to read your fortune. I should probably stop making fun of her old new age mystic vibe. A lot happened in the past couple of days. Maybe it's better if Dustin's mom stays where she is. I feel like her main issue is with humans. That too. And I mean, she is doing fine with Dustin. Maybe we can prove to her we're not all something she needs to be scared of. I think they've grown accustomed to me at least. I think the problem are the other humans. Still, there'll be plenty of time for tea after we looked for Stella. Any leads on Stella? I haven't had a chance to talk to anyone else yet, so no, none so far. She ran north last night, but that doesn't mean she didn't double back. I'm trying not to worry too much. It's possible she's safe somewhere, just not answering her phone, but I don't want to bet on that. Is someone manning the general store while we go look for Stella? Mom and Miles can deal for another day while we go looking for Stella. This is important. Not that the store isn't, but if something happened to her and I was spending my time minding the register, I don't think I could live with that. Right. I was kind of surprised you reached out to me after all the issues between you and Tabitha. I care more about finding Stella than I do about the ongoing feud between me and your cousin. And I'm not going out there alone because the last thing I want is to go missing while looking for someone who went missing. We do everything in groups from now on. I guess we should get started. Yeah, we're burning daylight. Where to first? I don't know. Let's go to Stella's house. Definitely. I probably would have done that before getting you to come all the way down here, but to be honest, I was scared of wandering off by myself, just in case I ran into the other horrors from beyond the veil. It'd be great if this turns out to be nothing and she's just asleep in bed. You make your way towards Stella's house. I love her little... I think it's a skirt. Kanika knocks anxiously on the door. It creaks open. The interior is cold and not just physically. There is an absence of joy in life that leaves only a chill behind. This is the ghost of an empty house. There's a sobering dread that comes with the knowledge that your search won't end here. For the life of you, can't remember if Stella closed the door behind her when the two of you left for the library yesterday morning. I don't sense anything supernatural here, but I don't like the look of this. We should go in, right? Sure. Yeah, we should go in. The living room is almost as exactly as you saw it the other day. Whatever happened to Stella doesn't look like it happened here. Okay, nothing unusual so far. This is a perfectly normal living room. No blood or viscera, not even a tipped over lamp. That's good. Okay, we kind of know the kitchen. That's so cute. Okay, investigate Stella's room. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here, though it's a little untidy. It's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. I love seeing someone's room before they've had a chance to clean it up for company. It's a neat little snapshot, don't you think? Speak for yourself. If the roles were reversed and I was missing and you and Stella were poking around my room unannounced, I'd be completely mortified. I will say that this is what her room has been for pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's changed is the computer getting a lot fancier. She still does the corkboard with string things. She loves putting the strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyway. Investigate the kitchen. Stella's kitchen is messier than she left it yesterday. A couple of cabinets are hanging open, and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. We don't know if she came back home though. You also ship Reese and Kanika? They've got pretty similar mommy issues. I never thought about that, but I guess that makes sense. Too bad I might romance Reese this time. I wanted to romance Dr. Kelly, but I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna say someone was here after Stella and I left yesterday. We didn't leave the kitchen like this. Maybe she came home last night, had a snack, and didn't feel like putting things away. Still, that leaves us with more questions than we started with. If she came home last night, why isn't she here now, and why haven't we been able to reach her? I'm guessing you gotta get older by getting some of your soul sucked out of you. Damn it, I can't date Dr. Kelly. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. By Charles, yeah. I should have taken that deal. Well, let's leave. You turned to leave Stella's house. So she probably came home last night, but left the door open and didn't tell anyone where she was going. I thought I was overreacting this morning. I thought she would have just been sleeping in or something. I can't believe she's actually missing. We're going to the cops. I know they probably won't do anything, but we should see if we can get them to start looking for her. I think... Let's check in on Oscar and Rosalina. They should be at the old Maxwell place. Yeah, the place your oh-so-generous cousin decided was suitable for a habitation. Sorry, I know she's your family and everything, but with what Oscar and Rosalina have been through this week, I just couldn't believe she'd even suggest something like that. The risk of infection has got to be through the roof. I hope we can find someone else for them to stay soon. Okay. You don't get far before the sound of growling and desperate hisses grab your attention. Oh my god. Pixel!
Get away from me, I'm supposed to be an indoor cat. I'm not supposed to say things like you. You don't even talk, you freak.
You turn to see a ditchling approach a cornered Pixel in an alley. He must have slipped out of the library with everyone last night. The ditchling, distracted from its hunt by your arrival, craned its neck to face you, its eyes settling on you with alien indifference. Hey, quit it! The words feel meek as they leave your mouth, and the ditchling, unaffected, turns back to its cornered prey. I'm grabbing Pixel! Oh my god, the dogs! Before you can react, a smell pack of dogs round the corner. Oh my god! What do you think the ditchlings taste like? They look so human despite impregnating just about everything. Yeah, those eyes look very human. But that doesn't look too good. Yeah, it's like, wow. Jesus Christ. Before you can react, a small pack of dogs around the corner. They pounce on the creature, pulling it from the wall, and then taking turns biting and tearing at it until it's ripped to shreds. Their task is complete. They saunter toward you. Jesus Christ. Doggy Mafia. Yeah, I guess. What are Daisy and Scraps doing out here? Are they leading some sort of ditchling hunting dog gang? Little Bod, he tried. I lived. So funny. Pixel, you got out of the library, you poor cat. Come here. Oh my god! The pooch protectors. Pixel cautiously walks towards your group before clambering into your arms. He has a comfortable heft to him. I see how it is. Everyone likes Stronum, even the cats. I don't know who's Daisy, probably that one. We found him last night, terrified and shaking in a bush outside the library. Tell them we're all good boys. You're all good boys, all of you, all of you. I wasn't that scared. I haven't been helping out. Oh, isn't Scraps the mayor? Or, I mean, the mayor before, the one that's the mayor right now? Little Pixarheel's been volunteering as a scout. Don't worry, we're always right around the corner. Those creatures only like to strike out when they have numbers, but they're hardly ever bright. We made sure the little guy was taken care of until the humans were awake. Y'all know where he's supposed to be? Good doggy! Thank you, I appreciate the compliment. You call me good dog? Daisy, good dog? Daisy's tail wags excitedly before she regains her composure. The little chihuahua is the cutest. He tries so hard to act like he doesn't like it. See what I mean? Oh, he loves it. Everyone's happy. Sorry, I just love to hear it. So you're the Scraps I've heard so much about. The one and only. This here is Daisy. We've got a few other concerned locals with us as well. Just making sure the cats and dogs of the Hollow are well cared for, considering recent events. There are more of those things in the woods every day, popping out of the innocent bodies of what used to be dogs like us. He's done us a fine service, but you best make sure to keep Pixel inside from here on out. I've got a feeling things are only gonna get worse from here. Like to see you try. I was in an indoor cab, and now I got a taste of the outdoors. I will never be satisfied by the indoor life. But maybe I can wait till all the monsters are gone. Have any of you seen or smelled Gretchen? Is she missing? Oh dear Scraps, you don't think. Gretchen's person would never let that happen to her. Wherever she is, I'm sure she's safe from those things. A dog like her doesn't get to be that age without a watchful human at her side. Can you help us find her? You've got better noses for this type of thing. We'll do our best. We didn't intend to make any more trips out of the woods, but if that's for Gretchen, we'll take that risk. She's a well-liked dog in these parts, been around longer than any of us. It'd be a blow to the community for her to fall victim to those monstrosities. Gretchen really admires you, Scraps. Oh, she flatters me so much. I'm nothing special, just another dog. All the more reason to go after her before it's too late. Don't be so modest, Scraps. You got the kind of dog that this dog listened to. That's more than can be said about that Jimmy. Thinks so hard and so high and mighty just because he can sit and say the best, as if obedience is the best quality in a leader. Yeah. Yeah, screw Jimmy. What a joke. What if you should have been mayor? Well, aren't you sweet? Some dogs just ain't fit to lead. It's not his fault the humans of this town flung him so far out of his depths. We'd best go on our way. Same for us. For the first time that we know those things are in the day, which means the pets of Scarlet Hollow need us more than ever. Make sure the human keeps an extra careful watch on their furry companions. The band of dogs scampers off. You just had a full-on conversation with those dogs. It was so weird when you do that. And you even convinced them to help us find Stella. Your powers have finally come in handy. Kanika sighs, muttering to herself. Knowing dogs are capable of carrying on actual conversation is going to make being a veterinarian really weird. Is that what Kanika wants to do? Pixel in tow, you and your companions continue to the old Maxwell place. The old Maxwell place. It was clearly once a mid-century modern home and undoubtedly quite stylish for the time, but it's been abandoned for unknown decades, and moss and vines choke its exterior, barely concealing cracked walls and dust-cloud glass. Hey, where the heck are you taking me? This ain't my house. Before you can approach, the door opens and Oscar's head pokes out from the entryway. Hello? Oh, sorry if I startled y'all. The walls here are worn down enough I could hear you coming from a block away. Good morning, Oscar. Thank goodness you found Pixel. Rosalina's been beside herself. Oscar's voice is tired. He had a long night and it shows, his graying face seemingly having aged in the hours since you last saw him. Please, come on in. Oh my god, it's Dr. Kelly! You're going really great, Rosalina. Not a lot of kids your age can take shots that well. You're being so brave. You don't have to talk to me like I'm 5. But you are brave. You really are, Rosalina. You're like so badass. Alexis is right. This is more than most people have to deal with in their whole lives, and here you are taking it like a champ. Before Dr. Kelly can continue, Pixel jumps from your arms, bounding across the room and leaping onto Rosalina's chest. Pixel, I've been so worried about you. I told you would turn up. Dr. Kelly, among almost gentle beside manner, vanishes as she turns and glares at you. I see we have visitors. How's she, Doc? She can tell us herself. What do you say, Rosalina? How are you? Tired. My leg hurts a lot, but the medicine is helping. It's not so bad now. And what are you not going to do today? Walk around? Sorry, Dr. Kelly. I should have been better at stopping her. I take full responsibility as her father. I should have. No need for anyone to step in to take blame for anything. It's the hospital fault for sending her home at all. It's gross negligence if you ask me. But give it a time, then you can turn all the running around all you want. All right, Rosalina? You just have to make sure you give that leg of yours a chance to heal up a bit first. You don't want to pop any stitches. How's Reese? He's fine. Had a rough night, but he'll recover. He's used to that sort of thing. He just needs a couple of days to get back on his feet. That means no more excitement, not even a movie. I'm sorry to hear that, Dr. Kelly. You need to get your son some therapy. I can say he's cool. Maybe that'll get me some points. Oh my god, I should have... I wanted to flirt with you. Dr. Kelly, please. Can we please romance? Okay, but what if I wanted to hang out with you? Dr. Kelly stares at you in confused silence for a few seconds. I'm busy. Damn it. I guess she won't take me because I'm too young. Hold on, let me change my positioning here. Let me go back in my chair a bit so I can do this a little more comfortably right now. It's already 11. I'm 11, so shut the fuck up. Remember that, Vine? Okay. Let me see. Sorry again about the library. There's no need to apologize. It's a building. You're a person. You're more than a pile of stones.
I do kind of wish we could go back for our stuff. Thanks for letting me borrow some of your clothes, Alexis. You can borrow as much as you need. I have plenty of shirts and you can do laundry at our house too. Of course, there are more family heirlooms that I'd rather not lose. Portraits of my parents, my father's mining jacket. I don't like the thought of their last living memories being forgotten in there. And the fact that it stole the library from me too. That one really stings. But what are you gonna do? What's gonna happen to your career now that the library's closed? That's a good question. I was up all night wondering the same thing. If things stay the way they are right now, it's essentially like the library burned down. The books are inaccessible, the buildings unsalvageable. In that scenario, the county would have to put up the money to build a new archive, or would have to move someplace else that can work in an existing library, and Scarlet Hollow would lose a valuable public service. Oscar, move? So you and Rosalina would leave? But we're not doing that, right, Dad? We're staying here? I'm going to do everything I can to keep us here. Should I warn Dr. Kelly? In my last playthrough, she was really a homie. I'm going to say, warn Dr. Kelly about the stone carvings and what you felt in the clinic. We found something in Oscar's house last night, a stone carving that gave me and Tabitha a vision about what happened there. There was one in the mines the other night too. Both of them had a sort of pull on me. Whatever they are, there's something like that in your clinic. I felt it last night. I'm gonna be mystical as fuck. Those things are cursed. It's only a matter of time before something terrible happens at the clinic. You and Reese have to leave immediately. No, I don't think we will. Just because you've decided to try and involve yourself in everyone's problems doesn't mean that I want you to invade my space and deconstruct the life I've built. All of it based on what? A feeling? Leave us alone. My son and I are fine without your help. But if something does happen at the clinic, aren't you worried about Reese? If it's anything like what happened to us last night, he'll be fine. If something happens, I can take care of him. So none of you need to come snooping around. It's so cool of my cousin to let you stay in this rad place for free. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna remain silent. So what's the long-term plan? This place obviously isn't going to cut it. The long-term plan is that I'm going to get the library back one way or another. I'd best be on my way. Goodbye, Rosalina. Make sure you stay put and keep Pixel company, okay? I will. Bye, Dr. Kelly. Thanks again for doing this. I can't express how much. It's nothing. I'll call later today to see how she's doing. Good luck to the both of you. Dr. Kelly brusquely pushes past you and leaves. Oscar, before we get sidetracked, we're not just here to talk about monsters and what happened in the library. Oh? Stella's been missing since last night. Oh. You haven't seen her, right? Not since last night. Now I'm really starting to worry. It sounds like no one in town has seen her. I'm sure she'll be okay. You should probably get back to looking for her soon. Before you go, though, there's something I wanted to get your thoughts on. Let's step outside. Like they can't hear me if we're outside. Oscar rushes you to the street. No, ushers you. What's up? Is everything okay? Yeah, or at least as it can be, considering everything that's happened. But I don't exactly feel safe. Strange things are going on in Scarlet Hollow, and I'm tired of running from them. I want to get the house back. You've all been looking into the town history, correct? I overheard a discussion in the library the other day. Have you been able to find anything that might explain what's going on? I don't think we have too much to go on. I can't help but feel like there must have been some kind of inciting event, since everything started getting weird seemingly overnight, but I have no idea where to start, really. Whatever the cause of this is, there must be some way to put this genie back in the bottle. I'm going to do my best to find out if there have ever been any similar events, and whether there's anything special about Scarlet Hollow that might explain what's going on. The town archives are unfortunately in the library. Rosalina had been pestering me to make some sort of digital backup for months, but I never got around to it, so online resources it is.
We'll fill you in with what little we know, so you at least have some place to start. Make sure Pixel stays inside, or he might be grabbed by ditchlings. The ditchlings are those things from the woods, right? With those faces. They snatched animals to do that some kind of parasitic ugly thing. So unless you want one of those things to pop out of Pixel, you better keep him where he's safe. I think some dogs kept him safe, like a gang of dogs. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we saw it with our own eyes. A gang of dogs. I suppose stranger things have happened. It's very weak, in fact, but we'll make sure he stays safe. I think there's something in the clinic. There was this door yesterday, and I could feel something pulling me toward it. Right, I'd almost forgotten after everything that happened yesterday. You said there was something in there that reminded you of the mines, right? I see. I'll dig up what I can on the clinic. There's a lot of history there. I wouldn't be surprised if something haunting that place as well. Oh god, you don't think that's why Reese is sick, do you? He's been sick for years, hasn't he? If something there is supernatural causing his illness, it puts a bit of a wrench on Reese's theory. It does, but maybe there's something more to it than that. Maybe things have been clustered so tightly together, it's just a coincidence. Near Scarlet Hollow has been weird for a long time, and we all just starting to notice. It took me back-to-back encounters with the paranormal on consecutive nights to even consider that we might be dealing with something supernatural. One way or another, I'm going to find myself back there soon enough. It's faint, but I can still feel the pull of that clinic door. It's only getting stronger. You're not planning on breaking in, are you? Because if so, no. You're not going to do that. Let's not have a repeat of last night. We should be more cautious about what we do next. We don't want anyone to get attacked or possessed by any more ghosts, even if it is to help a friend. I don't know if we have time to play it safe. Just give me a day or two to do some research before you do anything rash, okay? I don't know if I'll be able to wait. Whatever we're doing next, I feel like we're missing a vital team member. We need to find Stella and fast. I agree. We need her brazen energy. If we're going to do any serious sleuthing. Let us know what you find. I will. We're going to get back the library back, and we're going to figure out how to fix whatever is wrong with this town. So that's Oscar. Any other ideas? The church? We should check out the church. The church? What do you think Stella decided to get religious all of a sudden? Ah, the pastor can also speak to animals. I must speak with him. Right, you mentioned that yesterday. Okay, we can go to the church, but please don't wind up befriending him just because he shares a wheeled animal thing. Bad enough that you keep bringing Tabitha around with you. I don't want to have to deal with two intensely unlikable people on a regular basis. Kanika leads the way, taking you up the gradual slope toward the church. Alright, where's that weirdo? Oh, there he is. My, 3 visitors at once on a Thursday? This is unprecedented. But there's only 2 of us. Oh no, were we followed by a ditchling? Were we followed by Wade? Oh, it's Zane. Sup, old people? Oh, it's just Zane. What are you doing here? All the glimpses of dead have, in the past 2 days, have forced me into a mist of existential crisis, my dudes. I want to see if fate held any answers for me. At last, I have not yet found the solace I seek. Good times, Zane. It sometimes takes a while for the Lord to work his way through your heart. But when he does, you won't regret letting him in. Be sure to look over for those pamphlets I gave you, and of course, I'm always here if you need to talk. Sure thing, Pastor D. Peace, y'all. Anyway, we're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night and no one has seen her since. We're starting to get pretty worried. We hoped maybe you or Janie had seen her. I can't speak for Janie, but I'm afraid I've seen neither hide nor hair of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, just over the alpacas. Though Churnham, I was hoping we might be able to talk in private. Sure, what's up? I guess I'll leave it to you while I check up on Janie. Oh, that was Kanika, wasn't it? I'm getting really tired. How far am I going to Reese's? Let me open the YouTube video. Episode 4. Scarlet Hollow.
Difficulty.
Oh my.
And the hourglass hides it
So
all together with
loud.
definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all. These are explore options. Indoor cat.
Okay, we've done that.
Protect the cat. Huh. Popping out of the innocent. Like to see you try. But maybe I can wait till all those monsters are gone. I'm talented there.
So I'm just trying to figure out how much time until we reach Reese's.
Make sure the human. I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady with something for a chat.
Okay, this is having tea with Sybil. We still haven't done that.
I think that's all. Open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can find her there. There's a level of closeness that I don't think the good pastor.
Okay, let me try a little bit more. Because I am getting really tired. Okay, Kanika heads off toward Janie and their alpacas, leaving him alone with a nervous pastor. I'm so glad you came. I never met anyone else who could hear them. I have no idea how long I thought I must have had some kind of insanity. I even thought at one point that I must have been faith to the Lord himself, talking to me through them. But they never had anything very insightful to say, so I was disavowed that whether truly I had. Oh my god, I was disavowed of that pretty early on. Are we sure we're actually talking to animals? Now that I know there are at least two of us, I have no doubt. There have definitely been on times in my life when I thought I might just be nuts. But it's so consistent, and I've never exhibited any signs of insanity. In my most doubting moments, I have considered the possibility that other entities may be using the animals to confuse my faith. But beside a particularly vicious hamster I had growing up, the most an animal has ever the most an animal has ever tried to convince me to do was give them more food. So somehow doubt their puppets for some otherworldly evil, unless that otherworldly evil wants me to offer my pets. Does Janie know? No, I don't believe there should be any secrets between men and wives, so I have to tell her one day. But there hadn't been a good. Oh my god, I can't speak at this point. I think I am going to leave it here. There's no way I'm getting it through this. I'm already closing my eyes and stuff, jumbling all my words. So we will be leaving it here. So let me save. And when I come back next week, we will continue. And maybe let's try the romance freeze. We'll see. Hello, Wayne. Oh, was he there? Oh, he definitely is. There he is. Keeps following me. But yeah, next week we'll go over to Reese's house, and we're going to try to romance. That's one point. And the second is, let's see where our traits will take us, because again, even the ghost hunting was so much different than the first time. He is also an option. Yeah, I know Wayne's an option. I tried to romance him on my last playthrough, but I didn't know how, which was unfortunate. Let me see if anyone's playing Scarlet Hollow. Anyone playing Slay the Princess? Sure, listen, Anomaly is playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I want Slay the Princess. Okay, let me see then. Let me check again the people that are playing. Okay, I think this streamer's about to start. It says Play the Princess second run. So let's see. Let's see. Let's send them some love. And let me put stream ending. There you go. Thank you so much for coming by tonight. I really appreciate you being here for my second playthrough of Scarlet Hollow. Sorry I'm getting a little too tired to continue, but I think it was still productive. The ghost hunting was great and so much different than my first playthrough, so I'm really happy. I'll probably stream again next week as usual, but if you haven't joined the Discord yet, I would urge you to do so. I post all of my updates in there. And yeah, now have a good night everyone, rest well, bye bye.